Good evening. What's your name, sir?
Jeff Salcido.
All right. Let's see what we get. Mr. Salcido, you have an arrest warrant out of Marana Municipal Court. Charges of shoplifting, drug paraphernalia, and failure to appear. Let's see here. You also have a probation hold, so you will not be going anywhere anyway. I'm going to hold you on this misdemeanor case on a $350 bond. You'll be represented by counsel Janet Altschuler, and you're going to be seen on Monday at noon on video. You're excused.
Your Honor, they see Miss Alfonso reviewed.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, Your Honor.
101. All right. He refused. He refused this morning and last. She'll waive presence.
All units, voting officer 1, voting officer 1, 21, 59, 100.
Scott. Video review. Hello, what's your name, sir?
Orlando Lerma. Hello.
Mr. Lama, you are charged with domestic violence assault and domestic violence disorderly conduct. No order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. You do not have contact of any kind with Crystal. I don't know how to pronounce this exactly. Rigoyen. Stay away from her home and workplace. You get a one-time return visit only with a police escort to get your belongings. I'm going to release you from custody with these conditions. Your court date at Tucson City Court is June 17th at 1:30. You're excused. Hello, what's your name?
Good evening, sir. Your Honor, my name is Todd Chick.
You are charged with domestic violence, contempt of court, or interfering with judicial proceedings. I'm gonna order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, that you obey the order of protection that's in effect. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. Also, no contact of any kind with Yvonne Desmond. I am going to release you with those conditions. I caution you, though, that if you violate the order again and you're arrested again, the likelihood is that you're going to be at the jail for a while. You understand?
Your Honor.
Your court date at Tucson City Court is June 17th at 1:30. You're excused.
This minute, interrupted.
Good evening. What is your name?
Andrea Ibarra.
Ms. Ibarra, you are charged with burglary in the second degree. I am going to order that you not have contact with the alleged victim. Stay away from the victim's home and workplace.
Okay.
And no alcohol or illegal drugs. The state is asking me to hold you on a $7,500 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. And we will hear from the public defender.
Your Honor, she's a lifelong resident of Tucson and has ties to the community. She's currently employed. The allegation, from what I see in the interim complaint, is a family dispute over property. This is someone with no criminal history that does not pose a threat to the general public. And I would ask that you release her to pretrial services.
All right. Let's hear from the county attorney.
Your Honor, the nature of the offense is a concern. This is a residential burglary where the defendant and her accomplice forced their way into the victim's home, removed what they shouldn't have removed, which was a set of keys for a vehicle that did not belong to the defendant. There's a concern of continual risk to the victim. Again, the fact that they were also forced entry into the home.
All right, thank you. All right, I understand the state's position, but she appears to be a low risk for reoffending and a low risk for not appearing in court. I am going to release you with, I'm going to release you the supervision of pretrial services, cooperate with them. Your next court is June 6th at 1:30. The legal defender is appointed to represent you. You're excused.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's send it back.
Hello, what is your name?
Jasmine Ortega Casimeda.
Okay. You're charged with possession of narcotic drug, possession of dangerous drug, and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Yes.
I have a statement that I'm going to read to you that will be followed up by a question. Please answer yes or no to the question. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, we are going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services, cooperate with pretrial services. We're also going to place you into the STEPS program. That court date will be May 27th at 9 o'clock. Does the defense waive time for the preliminary hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that's going to be July 1st at 1:30. And you'll be represented by the legal defender's office. You're excused.
Come back with my room.
Hello, what is your name?
Marcos Villanueva.
Your Honor, will you please waive reading of the charges for this defendant?
Yes, yes, I will. Okay, the state's recommendation in this case is $75,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if posted. We're going to order no contact with the alleged victim, stay away from the victim's home and workplace, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. We'll hear from the defense as to the issue of the bond.
Your Honor, he's lived in Tucson for 29 years and has ties to the community. He is currently employed. Pretrial Services spoke with his father, who indicated he can provide housing, transportation to court, and anything else needed to secure his appearance in court. He also has no criminal history. So based on his lack of criminal history, I'd ask you to set the bond at $15,000.
All right, thank you. We'll hear from the state.
The concern is the inherent nature of the offense. Also the risk to the victim. In addition, based on the exposure the defendant is facing, he does expose as a flight risk.
Thank you. Bond is set in the amount of $20,000. Your next court date is May 27th at 1:30. The public defender is appointed to represent you. You're excused. Oh, pretrial services supervision if bond is posted. You're excused.
And sit right here on the chair.
Hello, what is your name?
My name's Maria Sofia Maradiola Acevedo. I'm here.
I'm sorry, you need to say that a little bit slower. I didn't get that.
Edad Deus 1912.
Spell your last name.
Maria Sofia Black.
Oh, I got it here. I wonder if I'm not finding it. It's city. Okay. You were charged with domestic violence, assault, domestic violence, disorderly conduct, and domestic violence criminal damage. I'm going to order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence. You not to have contact of any kind with Texas Blackwell. Stay away from his home and workplace. You get a one-time return visit to retrieve your personal belongings. Other than that, you are released from custody with those conditions. Your next court date is June 17th at 1:30, and that will be at Tucson City Court. You're excused. If you're, it looks like you're talking, you're muted. I can't hear what you're saying.
And Your Honor, this is the Spanish court interpreter. Can we check with the jail to see if there's any Spanish speaker?
Certainly. Can we verify with the jail that there are no Spanish speakers? If there is a response, it's muted. I can't hear it.
No Spanish speakers.
Thank you.
May the interpreter be excused, Your Honor.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Good night.
Nice.
This is the one that needs the ASL interpreter.
Okay. The ASL interpreter is here. Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you. Excellent. Thank you. And the person in the chair there, your name, please.
Michelle Romo.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Romo, you are charged with domestic violence, aggravated assault. I'm going to order that you not commit any act of domestic violence. You are not to possess
No,
or
Not gonna do any more.
you are not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons, and no firearms or anything.
Okay.
The state is recommending that I hold you on a $10,000 bond with pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. We will hear from the state.
Your Honor, the bond recommendation is based on the nature of the offense. The victim also is concerned as he opposes her release from custody. He does wish to have further contact, but the concern, Your Honor, is her reaction, her actions that displayed fear on the victim, as there is a machete involved in this case.
Okay, thank you. We'll hear from the defense.
Your Honor, she's a lifelong resident of Tucson and has ties to the community. She has no criminal history, so she has no failure to appear history. There's no reason to believe that she won't show up to court if you release her. Because she has no criminal history, I would ask that you consider her release. Being deaf in the jail is going to be a difficult environment for her if she receives a bond that she can't post. If the court intends to impose a bond, I request that it be $1,000.
All right, thank you.
My medication. Medication, my medication. I need to go home because I have health issues. And I need my medication for those health issues. Because I have liver problems.
Okay, thank you. I am gonna hold you on a $1,000 bond. And your next court date is May 27th at 1:30. Pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted. And the public defender is appointed. You're excused.
Okay. Thank you, interpreter. Your Honor, may the interpreter be excused?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, what is your name?
Your Honor, one moment, we're trying to put subtitles. He, can't hear either, but he's a park guy.
Caption.
Forgive me, but I don't know what a card is. Oh, I see.
Look right here. They're gonna read it for you, okay?
I'm sorry, the name again is, oh, thank you. Okay, Addis. Be with you in a moment, Mr. Madison. I need to review your files.
Uh, you got any water?
In a little bit, I'll get you water, right? After we're
I
done.
get some. Uh,
You have a new case, sir, in, Pima County Justice Court. And you have a couple of cases in Tucson City Court that are in warrant status.
what's the marketing?
What's up?
What's the marketing?
If I release you, will you appear in court?
Yes.
Your Justice Court case is shoplifting. I'm gonna order that you not return to the store. Do not, have contact with any alleged victims. No alcohol or drugs. I'm gonna release you with those conditions. Your court date at Pima County Justice Court is May 27th at 8:30. a.m. In your city court cases, you were represented by the public defender. I'm going to reappoint them to represent you.
Okay.
You need to stay in good contact with your lawyer. I'm going to release you from custody.
Okay.
And we're going to give you a court date in city court, June 17th at 2:30.
Very good.
You're welcome, sir. You're excused.
I get close and you do it.
Hello, what's your name?
Hello, Albert M. Garcia.
Okay, one moment.
Okay.
Mr. Garcia, you have both felony and misdemeanor charges. Your felony matter, you have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court. The charge is trafficking in stolen property. And this warrant lists a $5,000 bond. The state is recommending that I hold you in the 5,000.
Your Honor, he's a lifelong resident of Tucson and has ties to the community. He is currently financially supporting children. He also states that he wasn't aware of the warrant. I'd ask you to set the bond at 1,000.
We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, he has an NVCA flag. He scores a 6 out of 6 in the NCA and the FTA. In addition, he was previously released to pretrial service. He failed to maintain contact with pretrial service. The arraignment was continued multiple times. The defendant failed to comply with court orders. And also, he has multiple pending warrants that he's before the court. His future court appearances cannot be reasonably assured. The bond recommended is the state's position, Your Honor.
Okay. According to the pretrial, he failed to appear because he quote unquote forgot about the court hearing.
Yes.
You have a bit of a failure to appear history, sir, and I forgot is not.
Yes.
So we're gonna hold you on the $5,000 bond for child services supervision if that bond is posted. And just looking for something. I'm also going to order that you not engage in any selling of merchandise or pawning activity, no alcohol or illegal drugs. And we're going to set a court date for you for May 23rd. And that will be at 1:30. No contact with any alleged victims. For child services supervision if the bond is posted. As to your misdemeanor cases in Tucson City Court, you have some older cases. You also have a new case.
Around 10 o'clock.
Well, not a new case, a New York case at least, from December of last year. You're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia. Enter a plea of not guilty. Bond on your city court case is at 500. You're not to possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. Previous conditions of release on your older cases remains in effect. And we will reappoint the city public defender to represent you. Video review on your city cases is set for May 27th at 1:45. It is possible that that will be changed to a non-transport review on June 17th at 9:30. That's up to the attorneys and the judge assigned to your case. Your excuse, sir.
Thanks.
Mendez, Robert. Yeah. You're up. Yeah, please. Oh, it's good.
Hello, sir, what's your name?
Robert Mendez.
Mr. Mendez, you're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia and possession of a narcotic drug. No order, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no return to the incident location. I have a statement that I'm going to read to you. It will be followed up by a question. Please answer yes or no to the question. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations and your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes.
Okay, we'll place you in the STEP program. That court date is May 27th at 9. We'll release you to the supervision of pretrial services, cooperate with them. And defense agree to waive the time for the prelim.
Yes, Your Honor.
That'll be July 1st at 1:30. And the public defender will be representing you, sir. You're excused.
Thank you.
Well,
Outdoor downstairs to the males. Miles, Ibarra.
hello, what's your name?
Devin Miles Barra.
You charged with burglary in the second degree. State's recommending $7,500 bond with pretrial services supervision. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, he's only 20 years old. He has no criminal history. He has no failure to appear history. He's a lifelong resident of Tucson and has ties to the community, and he's also currently employed. I'd ask the court to consider releasing him to pretrial services. If the court intends to impose a bond, I'd ask that it be $1,500.
All right. We will hear from the state.
Your Honor, he's a co-defendant for the previous defendant who, in this case, this defendant, Your Honor, he's the one who also, an accomplice liability as well, of course, but he's the one who also jumped over the fence, broke the sliding glass and forced his way into the victim's home. Again, the concern is the inherent nature of the offense. We're talking about a residential burglary. In addition, the risk to the victim, I do acknowledge the fact that he has no priors. Nonetheless, it is forced entry.
All right, thank you. Don't have contact of any kind with the alleged victim. Stay away from the victim's home and workplace. No alcohol or illegal drugs, and no firearms or other weapons. Bond is set in the amount of $1,500. The pretrial services supervision, if that bond is posted. Your court date is May 27th at 1:30. The public defender is appointed to represent you. And I believe that's it. You're excused.
Go sit downstairs with the males. Mac Flores. Flores? Yes. How do you pronounce it? What's up? How do you pronounce it? Trevor. Price. No,
Oh.
Bryce.
Oh, sorry.
Emmanuel?
Yes. Thank you. Hello, what's your name, sir?
Emmanuel.
I'm sorry, say again.
Emmanuel. Emmanuel Matres.
Thank you. You have an arrest warrant out of Pima County Superior Court. Charge listed is criminal trespass. $1,000 bond is on this warrant. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Your Honor, he is currently homeless and unemployed and is unable to post any amount of bond. I'd ask you set the bond at $500.
Okay, we'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, he was previously released on a failed to appear warrant for the same case. He failed to comply with court orders by maintaining contact with pretrial service as he was ordered. And his future court appearances cannot be reasonably assured, Your Honor.
No contact with the alleged victim, no return to the incident location, no alcohol or illegal drugs. You are being held on a $1,000 bond. Public defender represents you. Your court date is May 23rd at 1:30. You're excused. Pretrial services supervision if that bond is posted.
Trevor, Bryce.
Hello, what's your name?
Trevor Price.
You're charged, sir, with aggravated temporary but significant disfigurement, aggravated assault with a dangerous instrument. No order that you have no contact of any kind with the alleged victim. Stay away from the incident location. No firearms or other weapons, and that includes brass knuckles, and no alcohol or illegal drugs. The state is asking for a $50,000 bond. We'll hear from the defense attorney.
Your Honor, he has no prior felony convictions. He's 21 years old. He's lived in Tucson for 6 years and has ties to the community. I'd ask, based on the lack of felony history, that you set the bond at $10,000.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to set the bond in the amount of $50,000 with pretrial services supervision. If posted, your next court date is May 27th at 1:30, and the public defender is appointed to represent you. You're excused, sir. Have a good evening, everyone.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks.
Thank you, Your Honor, you as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.